Okay, this is an intro video for a large tract. This is an 11-acre tract at Timber Shoals Ranch. This is actually one of the largest tracts out here, outlined in red toward the center of your screen. This is one big peninsula on Bull Shoals Lake. I'll zoom out a little bit. There we go. You can see that's one big private peninsula. That's Timber Shoals Ranch. These orange, yellow-orange, or whatnot lines are the easement roads, the trail system throughout Timber Shoals Ranch. And this shaded area that you see is the Corps of Engineers take line at Bull Shoals Lake. So Bull Shoals Lake is a Corps of Engineers lake, just like Table Rock Lake at Branson and a bunch of other lakes. So it's controlled and maintained by the Corps of Engineers, and they own a buffer strip of land all around the water, so they can raise and lower the water level for flood control and not affect the private landowners. So you can't own up to the water line on a Corps of Engineer lake, but you can access the water if you have access to the Corps of Engineer land. And here you can see, I mean, we have multiple roads within Timber Shoals Ranch, or trails, that go right to the Corps of Engineer land. We really haven't even explored all of these, but one of my favorite places, if you go all the way to the south here, about a mile and a half to the south, this is a pure sandy beach area, and you can see that in the listing, the different photos and stuff. I mean, it looks like Hawaii to me. It's just unbelievable that we have that here in the Ozarks. And since to get to the property by vehicle, you have to go through Timber Shoals Ranch, which is private, it makes it extremely private. So although it's Corps of Engineers land, who else can get to it? Other than by boat, I guess, someone could get to this private beach. But otherwise, it's just for property owners at Timber Shoals Ranch. So that's pretty unique. Zoom in a little more. So when you're coming to the property, we're up here toward the top of the screen. You'll come down Mo Ark Road, which is a paved road. You'll get to the end here, and you'll see a guy's driveway. Nice guy that lives in this house here, retired guy and his wife. What you'll do is you'll go left, so actually east, I guess, and you'll take the gravel easement road down to the property. There's also a trail. This isn't really a road, it's just kind of a trail that goes through this meadow to the east, shown in pink up here, and then hits the Corps of Engineer land, and that goes down to State Line Cove, which is a nice big cove on Bull Shoals Lake. It's a good place, or it has been for us, to launch. We've launched pontoon boats, we've launched jet skis there. It's just a gradual gravel, like a hard-packed natural ramp right into the water. So you can put your boat in, put your jet skis in, then you can park your truck and trailer right there. There's a ton of space, and just leave it all day. So nice private place. This pink line is not an easement. It just happens to go over land that we own, and you're welcome to use it to add enjoyment to your property. So as far as getting to the property itself, okay, so you come to the end of Mo Ark, you veer to the left, keep going south on the gravel road, you'll come to this Y in the road, and you can actually get there going either way. The only way I've ever gone, because we haven't fully explored all these properties, is I go to the left, hang a right, stay right, and then you'll get to the property. And we can send you this actual MapRight map. You need to get the free app, download the MapRight app, all one word, to your phone, and then we'll send you an email link for this specific map. And if you open that email on your phone, click the link, and it'll say, do you want to open this within the app, to which you'll say yes. And then not only does this app pop up on your phone, or this map, there'll be a little blue or red dot to indicate exactly where you are. It works off the GPS of your phone. It's fantastic. So you can be literally going down these roads, come to a crossroads. Oh, I've got to hang a right. I mean, go check out the west side of the property. Other than with the drone, we've never seen it. I'm not sure I've even been on this road. There's so many roads and trails out here. But as long as you have MapRight, you really shouldn't get turned around. Definitely minimum maintenance roads and trails. The guys are working on widening them out and whatnot, but I mean, the character of the area is more of a recreational type character, so we like the roads in that kind of state. Plan on bringing your truck or your SUV to get to the property. Now, this particular property, like I already said, it's one of the absolute largest tracts out here, and it is basically entirely wooded with good timber, road frontage on several sides, a little over 11 acres in size. I'm going to zoom in one more time, and there it changed. Okay, So predominantly hardwood. You're going to have red oak, white oak, hickory. There are also definitely some cedars and some pines. If we switch to the topo map, that shows us some stuff too. Now, the Ozarks are known for having a lot of ups and downs, um, and unbelievably, this property is entirely usable from what we can see here. I mean, it's the highest here on the west side, and then it slopes down very, very gradually. See how far these lines are spaced? That indicates a very gradual sloping, almost flat, but not quite, down to the northeast side, which is, the lowest point. So all nice and flat and usable. On these topo maps, which were done in the 50s generally, these white areas indicate that that was a meadow when the maps were made. So if we switch back, well, let's do the satellite map. If we switch back to the satellite map, you can kind of see, I mean, there's a meadow up here. So at one point, this was an open meadow, and it reverted back to timber years ago. So, I mean, that could be reclaimed if you wanted. Just as soon as you get off the property, off the road on the property, it starts to get very private. You've got to be 100 feet off the road anyway for building, and once you get back 100 feet, I mean, you really, you just have this secluded feeling. I mean, if you wanted to be ultimately supremely private, you could clear out a building site here in the middle. Now, obviously, on all the properties, including these at Timber Shoals Ranch, you cannot cut the timber until the property's been paid for in full, and this does have big mature timber. Cannot be cut until it's been paid for in full. But we do routinely give written exceptions for doing trails and building sites. So if you get out there and figure out where you want your driveway, where you want your building site, go ahead and mark it with the marking ribbon like you would get at the hunting section at Walmart, that orange ribbon, or whatever ribbon you want to use. And when one of our guys is in the area, we'll have them look at it. And as long as everything checks out, then we can give you written permission to go ahead and clear some of the timber for those purposes. Okay, so let's try a Google map. Now this is MapRight takes different maps and puts them together, and this particular Google map is a combination of a wintertime aerial photo and a summertime aerial photo. So that's what's going on. That's why it looks kind of funky. But I mean, entirely wooded property. Okay, that's not really giving us any new information. We'll try the satellite map again. This looks like maybe a springtime, early spring picture. The drone videos and whatnot that are on the listing, those are wintertime drone videos. And they also happen to be taken 3 or 4 days after we had a major rain. And so the lake itself actually appears not nearly as clear as it normally would be. It's the first time we've seen that, but it's because Bull Shoals Lake is fed by some major rivers. And after that big rain, the rivers got churned up and turned the lake a little cloudy. So generally really clear. It's an awesome lake. I would call this a very family-friendly lake. You see a lot of people fishing. You see people tubing and jet skiing out here. We're just barely in Arkansas, so this is the state line here. You cross over that as soon as you get to the easement road. So when you fish, you want to get a combination permit for Missouri and Arkansas, and then you can go back and forth. I think it's just an extra couple bucks to get a combo permit versus getting one for only one state. But anyway, check out the listing on our website at InstantAcres.com. If it's still available, then that is where you will find it. If it's not on the website, then unfortunately it's not available. But we're trying to get new stuff all the time. These Timber Shoals Ranch tracts go really quickly, especially a big one like this. We just have very, very few tracts this large. So if you have any questions, hit us up at sales@InstantAcres.com. And feel free to browse our website at InstantAcres.com. And we would love to talk with you.